No more sales pitches, no more canned presentations, and no more closing techniques. More orders, more commission, and less stress. How does that sound? And I'm guessing you're saying, what's the catch? And how am I supposed to succeed in sales without selling? Well, firstly, let's look at the definition of selling, the simplest definition, handing over money in exchange for goods and services. And let's apply a little logic here. If money is exchanged for those goods and services, then those goods must have a value. So now we're in a value territory. There is one more piece to the puzzle at this stage. The value is perceived value, and by that, I mean it is perceived by the prospective customer. A Big Mac meal at McDonald's is a great value meal if you're on a budget or need a quick hunger fix before your next meal. And on the other side of the coin, there are times when only fine dining will do for that special occasion. You, the buyer, perceive the value of every product or service you buy, and money is largely irrelevant to the purchase because you have decided on the financial range of your purchase depending on your situation. Fine dining, fast food in the example above. So step one in the process of taking the selling out of sales is to stop selling and start to think like a buyer. Look for the value that your product and or services provides and make sure you can articulate it accurately and succinctly. Make sure you know where it stands in relation to your competition. And finally, use simple words as if you are presenting. Make sure it is customized to your audience and written as you would speak, rather than using corporate speak in an attempt to impress your audience. It must resonate with a 12-year-old. Next, put yourself firmly in the buyer's shoes and think of every conceivable objection to that product or service, and then write down your response. Finally, write down some proof points about why your company and its products and or services have been successful. Include case studies that are short, sweet, and to the point. And if you are a startup, then you need to prove your experience and expertise in your life before the startup, and also your vision that you have for the company. Now, if you are dealing with facts and figures, if appropriate, and showing your customers how those facts can benefit them, plus offering proof. It's a simple, no-brainer process that I've used to close tons and tons of deals with, and I still use every single day. And a final word about closing the sale, where sales trainers agonize over terminology and techniques to sell their next course. If you have taken all these steps to show your value, identify all objections, and proved what you say, the deal will close itself. Or simply, the customer will not buy because they're not ready, don't have enough money, or they're not genuine. These are the points I will cover later, but the golden rule here is to always give your customer a chance to say no. Allow them the opportunity for them to walk away, as you are building one of the most important components of the sales process: trust. Imagine seeing a stray dog chained to a fence, and you can see that it's half starved. If you walk up to the dog, tried to feed it, and it bit you, it really couldn't come as a surprise. Instead, you walk up to the dog, leave the bowl of food in front of the dog, but not imposing on its territory. You give the dog an opportunity to take the food and to start to trust you. You never know. You may have a dog for life, just as you may have the customer. Think about being a trusted advisor and influencer rather than a salesperson, and start to guide your customers through the buying process rather than trying to sell them. Make sure you fully understand your offering and any potential objections that could arise. Be honest, be open, and be transparent. You'll be far more effective in the long run. And remember that sales is about the long game. Don't try and close on the first date. And in my system, you'll never have to close at all.